Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Hey everybody, it's Lamont Watts, the CSO of Radio Chief Stepping Officer, hanging out with y'all. How you doing? How you doing? Wanted to jump on for a couple seconds here. Got a couple things to talk about, and definitely wanted to kind of hip you guys up to what's going on. And so, hello, 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 and welcome to 2025. If you're on and you can hear me, somebody send something in the chat screen that you could hear me. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about here. And man, first of all, welcome to 2025. We made it, 2025. Who'd have thought, man? Back in the day when we saw that, it was like, wow, okay, cool. So it's like some Flash Gordon stuff. The youngers don't know about that. All right, so look, I'm gonna jump into it. So anyway, welcome everybody to 2025. My name is Lamont Watts, the CSO of Radio, Chief Stepping Officer from clubsteppin.com, your station for music, memories, and more. I wanted to get on the mic and talk to you about a couple of different things that's going on, and just to kind of keep you up, and some things that was on my dome here. So first of all, I want to say thank you to the different advertisers and sponsors and supporters of Club Steppin. Your advertising and sponsorship dollars help keep us on the air. So thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of them are come just a couple of thank yous to After Seven Productions, Majestic Gents, Rose Paradise Productions, Ten Deep. Um, the list goes on and on. There's a bunch of different advertisers that we try to advertise throughout the year. And T Lady, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. So also, I want to thank. Speaking of T Lady, I want to thank you to the different DJs. Thank you to all the different DJs we've got on Club Steppin'. It's been a 20-year plus run, and a lot of the great DJs and MCs that's in the Steppin' community now have come to doors of Club Steppin'. They've even, jumped off and started their own stations coming from Club Steppin'. So that's cool. Kudos to all of them. Thank you, because everybody put together this thing that's called Club Steppin'. It's a family, so it's not just one person. This is bigger than just me. And I want to say thank you to that. Thank you to all of the artists that send their music in, that we play on Club Steppin'. So, as a DJ, breaking some great music is always a cool thing. And we just always want to say thank you and keep sending that music in. So if you got music that you like to send, it might be stepperific, send it to Lamont, Club Steppin'. If it's good, we'll play it on the air. Also, thank you to the listeners. We thank you so much, because without you there's no us. So many days I play, and like, imagine as I'm practicing off the air, I'm playing to myself and the dog, the mascot, and she can't step. So thank y'all for listening. Um, One of the things I wanted to talk about was, you guys know I've been doing Club Stepping for over 20 years, broadcasted a lot of different events. One of the great things is that I have seen Stepping evolve from, a local dance to something as huge as this underground phenomenon that we know now. I mean, and now it's from California to New York that they're stepping, and it's great. And it's great to see it grow, and it continues to grow. I love doing the broadcast at, different places like GDI. I remember when they were like, it was, believe it or not, GDI was like small, like a couple people when they first started. It was a couple hundred people to the expansion that they have now. So it's cool to see that growth. Rodney Mack's White Party, been doing that for numerous of years. Um, Stepping in Shades of Blue with Cian. That's a great thing. It continues to grow every year. It gets bigger and bigger. Ted and Orange Crush, Crush and Cream. That's a great stepping set. These are just some of the stepping sets that come to mind that we have been going to for years. Texas Boys. I remember when we first sat around talking about what they were going to do. And I told them back then that it was going to be huge. And I said, 5 or 6 years, you're going to be the biggest thing. And look at them now. They're all huge, and it's a great thing. So, now I got coming up, and Tika and Pete, we're going to be doing Step in Spring with Pam Smith and the crew over there. So that's going to be a great. That's another one that I'm looking forward to doing for 2025, which brings me about talking about what I'm talking about today. There's a lot of different stepper sets going out there throughout the nation, and definitely want to get out to everybody's set and broadcast live and expose them. And the key to what we do here is not just in the uh, exposure. It's actually a three-tier process. It's the pre, about the event, the event, and then the wrap up, because we're plugging for next year. So the whole thing of, we try to talk about the greatness, the not so great stuff, the stuff that can be improved on, stuff that was awesome, and so as we move forward to next year. So that's why it's so important, of the broadcast comes into play. It's more than just, hey, come out, pop up. There's a whole thing behind it, and that's what I'm talking about in the stepping community. I want, my goal this year that I've made for myself is to get out and go to is and work with partnership. The word for 2025 is network. This stepping community that we have is a great community. We got a lot of, I mean, we all travel to different cities and different states for different sets, and but the network is what's important. We network. We know who to step with. We know who not to step with. We know they all know don't step with Lamont, because I will step on some toes. But so, but one of the things that we don't talk about is the steppers per se. Like, um, what's the secret identity of the stepper? Like, the person that you're stepping with could actually be somebody that you need to do business with. Like, for example, you might need a business loan, and you're like, man, I wish I knew a banker that could help me get this business loan. Well, stepping Ezekiel might be a banker, but you didn't know he's a good stepper. Y'all step, you have a good time. So, we need to start networking, and we need to start. Uh, it's about stepping is it's a great relaxation thing, but now we need to start making this, because this is our dance and our culture, and so we need to use that to our advantage. Um, some of the people we step with are professionals with services and products that we might need. That's why I'm saying. So we need to get out and network, and that's another reason why I do what I do. Now, the definition of advertising, I got it written down right here, is it's techniques to bring attention to a product or service. And that's what I do. That's why Club Stepping is affordable. We advertise your business, products, services. Tika does it. Brian Forbes does it. We got a lot of different advertisers out there. Fly Diva does it with her station, Shorty Smooth. So there's a lot of different advertising venues. So there's that dollar should stay inside. We could circulate that dollar inside the stepping community. So, but my friend of mine that I was watching, Floyd Donaldson, talked about 100 days. He talks about he's doing this 100-day thing, and one of the things that he's talked about in his days was he did a post about the importance of advertising. I can't stress that enough to you guys. I mean, and you know, we've gone beyond the flyers. And the funny thing about Step In now is, like, and it's funny. I had this couple conversations with people that back in the day, it was like, okay, the promoters had to look at, like, okay, what's going on, Monday through Sunday. But now, because stepping has gotten so large, not only have to pull it this way, but then you got to say, oh, who's doing what in Orlando? Who's doing something in Spokane? Who's doing something in Iowa? So the stepping calendar has really, really blossomed. And what makes you stand out? Advertising. So I just wanted to kind of get on and kind of tell you guys the importance of that. And one of the things that it just goes hand in hand, networking and advertising. So that's what we need to focus on, I feel, in 2025. One of the things that I want to do, that I'm going to contribute to the growth of Steppin', is that I'm going to do a show, and it's going to be called The Business of Steppin'. And we all, here's the thing, we all see these different promoters throwing on these different sets at different places, but a lot of people don't understand all of the stuff behind the scenes, which makes the parties happen. I mean, we kind of take it for granted. We go someplace and we stay at the place. We come downstairs, we step, and come back. We don't understand. A lot of times we don't think about, and then we want a discount. So, but we don't think about all of the sweat, tears, dollars, uh, logistics that goes behind the scenes, and that's because a lot of promoters aren't really talking about this. Irie once at Stepaganza, he used to do a kind of meeting where he had the different promoters come up and they talked about. He had a promoters meeting. He talked about some tips and stuff that he used that he could pass on, and that was great. Kudos to Irie. He shared the knowledge, so it wasn't just like held on like, no, I ain't gonna help y'all. So even to this day, you call Irie up and say, hey, I got this idea, and he'll talk to you. So they said you should hire Still Bill Roberts. Yes, yes. Not only that, that's a whole nother thing. I'm gonna tell you, that's a whole nother issue. I'm gonna talk about that in a hot second. And but yeah, so I'm gonna be starting. I'm gonna do a show. So I'm just letting you guys know I'm gonna do a show, and I'm gonna start reaching out to every promoter out there. So if I haven't reached out to you yet, you can catch me first, Lamont at Club Steppin, or hit me on Facebook or my DM, and I'm going to be talking interviews. It's going to be called The Business of Steppin. We're going to be talking about everything Steppin and the business behind Steppin. So as you guys put on these great events, we're going to talk more about what's happening behind the scenes. What does it take to put these events on? No, I don't have your number still Bill Roberts. I got lost in my other phone. So please send it DM to me now. But yeah, that's another thing. As we talk about, that's one of the things to talk about. Like, and I'm going to start this. I'm going to do a post on this, and I hope to not start a lot of mess, but I am. It is a thing. I mean, like, why do you pick certain venues? Why do you pick certain DJs? Why do certain DJs, get the sets? Why do you do all that comes into play? Why do you advertise with flyers, pluggers? Why? All that comes up. And that's what some of the things I want to take on. I want to talk about those things. So you'll be seeing that show coming up very soon. I'll put it out there and I'll tell you guys when. But I had wanted to jump on and talk to everybody about 2025, about the plan, and what we need to do, because I've been sitting back watching all of it unfold, and I've decided that for this year, it's going to jump back out in the fold, and we've got a lot of great things going on at Club Steppin. Not just Club Steppin. I don't know if you know this, but we actually have 7 other radio stations. So when you click the app, we got blues, we got jazz, we got house, we got Dusty's, news talk. Yeah, so there's something for everybody there. So as we do this, I am going to start reaching out to everybody, and just kind of, I want to, kind of bridge this community together, because I think that we have an excellent community. I've been in it a long time. I've seen it grow, and I see that it can go bigger. And a lot of people have a lot of great business minded people out there. So it's time to start the network. And what better network? We got this huge Steppin network that we fully don't really, touch on, and that's where I want to start doing a show. My show is going to be about that, because, there's so much positivity out there, and so much that we network. We need to start this network. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm telling you guys, be looking out for the show. It's called The Business of Steppin. It's going to be coming on. Still Bill Roberts says, because insecure DJs are afraid of independent DJs. Wow. Okay. That's going to start a whole nother conversation. Tika, that might be a subject to talk about. Let's talk about DJs. So anyway, all that comes into play. But I wanted to jump on and kind of thank you guys and just talk about this as a whole. We got a lot of great things coming up on Club Steppin. We got tomorrow, we got the day set. So everybody, if you're in the Chicagoland area, come on out. We're doing that. It's cost, it's free. That's us giving back to you. It's 2 reasons why we're doing this. One is that we're giving back to the community, and 2, we are looking to breathe some life into River Oaks Mall, because anybody from Chicago know back in the day, River Oaks Mall used to be a nice little hot spot. Now it's like kind of, it needs some help. Like, there's only one person in the food court, and we interviewed them. We're going to interview them. We talked to them there. I'll probably talk with them again, and we'll set up an interview. But yeah, so there's a couple still stores still hanging there. The Look, my clothing sponsor, is still in there. So what I'm asking for is, if you guys come out to the day set, when you come out, go stop by the Look and see if there's something in there. And they got a lot of great Steppin clothes, just clothes, furs, jackets, hats, shoes, all that. So go by and support them. They're Black owned, Black operated. So make sure you go by and support them, because if you don't, they're all gonna go by the wayside. So come on out, come to the day set, enjoy some great music. I'm gonna be on. James Harris is going to be on. I heard Kelsey is going to come down from Milwaukee. She's going to be on. DJ Tony D from Atlanta. He's going to make an appearance. So come on out. One day we might even get Tika to come down and, partner up with us and do the, she could sip while we step and have a good time, So, but yeah, this is the plan. So I love you guys. This year, I am hell bent on advertising this community because as a whole, we know it's hot. Other people are outside and looking at us outside and they're trying to figure out what we're doing. So let's network. Let's circulate this dollar that we have, the stepping dollar that we have. Let's make some stuff happen. I'm telling you now, anybody can reach out to me. Um, and they can reach out to me before I get to them. But my goal is to reach out and touch every step-in promoter out there from California to New York. And let's talk about advertising, how we can help advertise their event, how we can broadcast live at their event, and grow this thing. One of the things that the ladies always talk about when we hold these step-in forums and conversations is that it's not enough men. Okay, so as we talk about, how do we get more guys involved? So let's advertise that. Let's talk about when guys, see the beautiful lady that's out there, the numbers that outnumber the women, outnumber the men. It's a great social environment. So this is what we have to advertise and network. And so not just here in Chicago. I mean, like from everywhere, from hell, Boston, Idaho. Do they step in Idaho? I don't know. If anybody's out there in Idaho, let me know if they step. Um, that'd be interesting. Stepping in a cornfield. But so let's grow this thing. This is our music, our culture. It's our thing. So I am going to do my part, and I appreciate all of you so much. So if I haven't reached out to you yet, you can reach out to me, Lamont at Club Steppin, or hit me on a DM on Facebook. Either way, get at me. All you promoters, all you people with businesses. That's the thing. Like there's hundreds of thousands of listeners daily on Club Steppin. So, and we know it's not that many steppers. So there's people that enjoy the good music. So if you're listening, so are your customers. That's one of the commercials we got. So advertising, and that's why I made the advertising very affordable that you can advertise and not break your bank. Okay. Now, one of the things, and I'm going to put this out there. Here's a little tip that I'm going to share with a lot of people. A lot of people think that advertising is, well, I made this commercial and I put it out there, and what's going on. You can't advertise, and I hope I'm not messing up anybody's game on this for any other platforms or anything. But you can't just advertise one time and expect the doors to be flooded and coming through. Advertising is, repetitive. Here in Chicago, when we say 588-2300, most Chicagoans gonna say Empire, because it's been drugged, it's been beat in our heads. They ran that commercial through the Bozo Show, through the cartoons, through the late movie, all that stuff. So that's the importance of advertising. So I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody that tells you that 1 month is gonna no, it's not. It's gonna take repetition, and with that, you have to invest in your business. You've invested in your business, like for the set. You invest in your business for the hall. You invest for steppers, for example. You invest for the hall. You invest for the DJ. You invest for the flyers. You need to invest in advertising. So, it's your business. If you've got a business out there, you might have the best hamburger ever. Y'all know I love hamburgers. You might have the best hamburger ever, but if nobody knows you got the best hamburger, how are they going to support you? Advertising. So with that, I am telling you, I am about to reach out to everybody and just, make it's affordable, and I'm going to reach out to you. So if you know somebody that you think could benefit from the advertisement, hit me up, and vice versa. So it is a joy. I'm excited about 2025. I can't wait. We're gonna have a day set tomorrow. We're gonna broadcast live on Club Steppin. It's gonna be some great music. We'll have Club Steppin shirts. Yeah. So we'll have Club Steppin shirts for sale, which support the station. All that good stuff. So come on out, have a good time, and network and fellowship. And I will see y'all River Oaks Mall Food Court from noon to 6 p.m. And if you're not in the Chicagoland area, you could listen to us on Club Steppin'. Might even throw a camera up to see what's going on. But this is definitely a labor of love. So I'm telling you, this is our way to give back to the community. That's why we're not charging. You guys remember when the different day sets and brunches I've had, people have always said, "Oh, you need to charge it." No, I don't. I don't want to. I'm gonna tell you at this point right now, we will not. I have not had a plan, and at this don't plan to in the near future to charge for this. This is our way to give back to the community, and it's our way of saying thank you for listening to Club Stepping. So come out, have a good time, and step. And that's it. So that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, it's been a joy talking to y'all, and I will look forward to seeing all of y'all tomorrow at the River Oaks Mall. We are going to do this every first Saturday of the month at River Oaks Mall. So come on out and just have a good time. That's it. Buy a T-shirt or a hoodie, support the station, but come out and Garrick, what's going on? Colossal Steppers Entertainment. Man, we had a good time over at his birthday party. It was fun. It was a great time. So, but yeah, he came out. He came out to the last day set. And the day set, thank you to everybody that donated gently used clothes and toys. We donated the clothes and the toys to clothes went to a homeless shelter. The toys went to the hospital. We went to because there's so many. But like I'll tell you a story. One time, my son was sick at the hospital for Christmas, and so the nurses had rallied together and bought him some presents for Christmas, which was cool. So I always said I wanted to give back. So we advocate. So that's where we did it. So we donated the toys over there to help some other sick kids to help. Hopefully, they had a great Christmas with some of the toys that we did that, and we're going to keep doing that every year. So that's it. So we're all about the cause. All right. So I love y'all. Keep listening to Club Steppin', and I am out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and we'll have a joy. All right. 2025. Let's